our home services and fixed networks, special marketing, COO of mobile services, Richard Stanton, General Manager of Energy, Marketing Director of GTT Fibre. Other senior members of our management team, members of the business community, members of the media, a warm welcome to the lab. My name is Andrea King, the Product Management Manager of Business Solutions at GTT, and it is my honor to be your host this morning. Today is a momentous day for GTT, but not just for the company, for our customers and our country. We are on the quest for redefining reliable 21st century connectivity and service for all men. So thank you for taking time out of your busy day to join us on working to launch a new and innovative product. Before we delve into our brief agenda today, I would like to introduce support the Product Marketing Manager of Home and Food Services, who will give us the official ceremony welcome. Welcome to the meeting.
Members of the media, members of the business community, fellow GTT staff, our virtual audience, ladies and gentlemen, welcome. It is my honor today to welcome you all to the launch of GTT's newest product innovation, GTT Fibre. At GTT, we recently made 3 customer-facing promises under our Together We Rise brand. These promises have and will continue to guide everything that we do. We promise to strengthen our communities, reliably connect our customers, and innovate for all in our country. And we have delivered. GTT Fibre is a fulfillment on all 3 of our promises. During this event, you will hear from Eshwar Kakardin, our Chief Operations Officer of Home and Fixed Services, on the rebrand of Blaze to GTT Fibre for our residential customers and improvements to this fibre for our business customers. Our CEO, Mr. Damian Blackburn, will share how this new improvement to our service is a commitment to all 3 of our promises we have made to you as a company. Our team at GTT is excited for you to witness this next step in our company's journey, our customers' journey, and what this will mean for all of VNM. Thank you, and do enjoy.
Thank you, Tricia. So today marks the beginning of a new meaning for internet service provision in Guyana. So I hope you all came with great expectations because we have so much more to share. On that note, I'd like you to join me in welcoming the man of the hour. He's no stranger to us all, as he has already made an impact within his first 100 days in office. He's a Southern veteran, a customer service champion, and the Chief Executive Officer of GTT. Please welcome Mr. Damian Blackburn.
Shall we pray the technology works? Members of the media, business leaders, friends, and my fellow GTT team. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. When I arrived in May, I promised my first 100 days would be spent listening to our team, listening to our customers, to our stakeholders, and to other businesses. What did I learn? Are we got it right all of the time? No. Do we have a committed and passionate team who work hard each day to connect Guyana? Yes. Are we prepared to invest what is necessary to build on our great heritage and provide 21st century telecommunications to Guyana? Absolutely yes. We regrouped under my leadership and established new home and fixed, mobile business solutions and mobile money business units to deliver our vision. Our vision is to improve life experiences to every home and business here in Guyana. As the first critical step on that journey to realize our vision, we set a brand new mission. That mission to pivot GTT to become a 21st century customer-centric organization. Further, I committed. We will acknowledge where we need to do better. We will take immediate action to improve customer experience. And we will show through our actions and not our words that we will bring our mission and promises to life at speed. A clear demonstration of this is our customer experience enhancement plan. Firstly, customer care. I acted immediately. We recruited and trained 40 new team members. Thanks to this, we now answer calls in line with global benchmarks, improving the experience hugely for our customers. Billing. We have made WhatsApp and email billing available, and will be working during the rest of this year to encourage adoption by our customers of these 21st century secure and eco-friendly innovations. Paying bills. We increased by over 30% to over 400 MMG agents, where you can pay your GTT bills for free, with more locations in the pipeline. Further, if unfortunately you're disconnected because you pay late, if you pay at the MMG agents or at our stores, you are reconnected immediately. We have installed 21st century bill payment kiosks in our stores, reducing queue times. We have enhanced and relaunched the MyGTT smartphone app to enable MMG and bank card payments. Fault and installation repairs. We are laser-like focused on improving our times to deliver. We have made great strides recently, but it's not where we want to be yet. And I promise you, our plan will fix all of the issues here in 2021, having navigated some very tricky global supply chain problems. I would like to thank our customers for their patience and reassure everybody our team are working to the maximum here to meet your needs. I promise we will communicate better with you if your service is disrupted. However, I now want to turn to why we're here today. We committed to 3 tangible promises within a month of me being here that underpin our Together We Rise brand position. Together speaks to our community. So our promise is to strengthen our community. We speaks to our customers critically, and we promise to reliably connect our customers. Rise speaks to the country. We promise to innovate for all in our country at this critical juncture. Today, I am very excited to introduce our brand new GTT Fibre services to you. This will deliver on all 3 of the promises. It is our commitment that we will deliver the 21st century highways that Guyana requires. GTT is no stranger to being first with telecommunication innovation for Guyana. The first voice calls, the first international fibre link, the first internet connectivity, and the first fibre to the premises technology with its Blaze product. GTT has already invested 17 billion Guyana dollars in fibre technology to bring this 21st century highways vision alive. Lots of noise happens in competitive markets, but the facts simply speak for themselves. Nobody comes even anywhere close to matching the financial commitment to Guyana to build these 21st century highways for Guyana. Our launch today announces the commitment to a further 2 billion Guyana dollars in upgrading our fibre services and rolling out new areas. This is the start of a series of new commitments we will make to deliver on our promises. Our new GTT Fibre service has replaced Blaze, and customers have been upgrading automatically to significantly higher data speeds, and you'll hear from Eshwar in a minute what that means. This sets the stage for future innovation to enable us to provide a 21st century experience to our customers, communities, and the country as a whole. Just as this 21st century has seen major advancements in technology so far, it has also brought significant social and economic opportunities and challenges. Advances in information and technology gives us the power to overcome many of those challenges. What truly excites me is the national advancement opportunities that the power of GTT Fibre now presents for all of the Guyanese people. With GTT Fibre, we are leveraging the power of this latest cutting-edge technology to ensure Guyana and its people can realize these opportunities in their homes, business, and communities with access to the best available technology. GTT Fibre will be transformative in a multiplicity of areas as people connect virtually to each other and to organizations with which they interact more and more. A reality we are more keenly aware of thanks to the COVID-19 pandemic. As we celebrate this significant milestone for GTT and Guyana at large today, I would like to end by reinforcing our commitment through our Together We Rise promises. Strengthen our community. Our communities are the driving force for change and improvement in the world. We are proud to play our part in continuing to strengthen them and empower them through our sponsorship and partnership initiatives, and now initiatives and communities that will directly benefit from GTT Fibre. Reliably connecting our customers. This is the heart of what we do every day to deliver the service we provide. GTT Fibre now offers enhanced 21st century connectivity for our customers. Innovate for all in our country. Innovation is the heart of what we do as well. We bring innovative, cutting-edge technology of fibre to the Guyana market. We have made massive speed improvements for customers, and we'll continue to make more and more innovations rapidly. I look forward to speaking further with you about these major developments and other milestones in the very near future as we continue to rise together. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you, Damien, and thank you for leading us through this new and exciting journey. So as we draw closer to the end of our presentation this morning, I would like to invite our second speaker for this event. Please join me in welcoming our Chief Operations Officer of Pullman Fixed Network, Esper Packaging.
All right, let's see if I can stand still and do this. Members of the media, business leaders, friends, my fellow GTT team, a good morning to you all. The history of the development of telecoms in Guyana is a rich and interesting one, and so it is the world over. Here in Guyana, we have also heard from Damien, is largely the history of GTT. From our beginnings over 3 decades ago, GTT has indeed come a long way in its journey to deliver fast, reliable connections to its customers. There have been many defining moments along the way since 1991, as the development of communications tech has advanced at a rapid pace. Today, I'm very, very excited to announce the next improvement in this industry, the launch of GTT Fibre. GTT Fibre replaces our former Blaze service, delivering both immediate and lasting benefits to our customers. All new and existing customers will benefit from major speed enhancements at lower cost. All of our existing Blaze customers have already been upgraded to GTT Fibre. Our new plans of Fibre 50, Fibre 100, and Fibre 150 provide more than double the speed of our previous Blaze plans and at a lower cost. So those on Ignite 10 megs, Flaming 20 megs, and Inferno 50 megs have been moved to Fibre 50, Fibre 100, and Fibre 150 plans, priced at $8,999, $10,999, and $12,999. What else is new? Well, as we roll out new services, we will provide new on-premise equipment, which some of us call the modem, that offers better Wi-Fi range and reliability. Also, to make the most of these major speed increases, we are providing an optional service, our Flume Home Pass Mesh Wi-Fi. I should have put in here, hold for applause. This boosts Wi-Fi to make it consistent in every corner of your home. With just a few Flume pods, you plug into electrical outlets around the home, you're always connected to the highest speed anywhere in your home. This Wi-Fi service also comes packed with other frills. As we have kids more home these days, it also has parental control, right? So you can restrict how much your kids can access and also limit their screen time. A fiber service will continue to include voice. So you can easily replace your landline bill. The end is that GTT Fibre will soon be bringing back battery backup. We know this was greatly missed by our customers and are happy to bring it back to help you stay connected when you need it the most. We have not forgotten our business customers. Our Biz Fiber customers have also benefited with the new plans that offer increased speeds at no additional cost. The previous Biz plans of Biz 25, previous plans of Biz 25, Biz 75, and Biz 300 have all been upgraded to Biz 50, Biz 100, and Biz 500 plans respectively. That's half a gig. This means a speed increase of up to 200% for small and medium-sized businesses and enterprises on Biz Fibre. Now, coupled with other digital or cloud services that we also provide to businesses, this can translate into better productivity and better returns. The introduction of GTT Fibre delivers on our promise to reliably connect our customers with the best available technology on fiber optics. This is an achievement worth celebrating, which is why we're all here today. We are the first to bring fiber technology to Guyana and will continue to be transformative for Guyanese homes and businesses. We introduced GTT Fibre at a time when it has become even more critical to stay connected. There's no denying the increasingly important role that fast and reliable internet plays in the lives of our people. From education, gaming and entertainment, working from home, or just keeping up with friends and loved ones around the world, the need for broadband power and speed is vital. To this end, earlier this year, I announced that we will continue to roll out fiber across Guyana. By the end of this year, we'll have another 10,000 homes that will have access to GTT Fibre. This is in addition to the 75,000 homes who have access to GTT Fibre today. We will be announcing the areas in the coming weeks, so please stay tuned. Our near-term aim is to have this service available to over 50% of the homes in Guyana. And that's not all. I have exciting news for our DSL customers as well. We have not forgotten your needs. While we work to expand fiber to your areas, we want to keep our DSL customers happy. So most of our customers on DSL will be getting a free speed upgrade and or monthly reduced cost. What does that mean? Most DSL customers will at least get double their current speed. And in the cases where we can't increase your speed, we will be reducing your cost. So every single DSL customer wins, every single one. We've already upgraded a third of those DSL customers that I'm talking about. The remainder will be completed between now and the end of this year. We will communicate with each of those DSL customers directly when they have been upgraded or moved to the reduced cost. Some of those notices are going out today, so like the lottery, see if you've already been upgraded. We're proud to serve our Guyanese communities and customers, and we look forward to continuing our work in building communities, reliably connecting you, and providing a better quality of life for all Guyanese. Now, I'm here taking all the glory, but I should not. So I do need to stand here and say last, but certainly not least, I must thank the dedicated GTT team who spent grueling hours, all days, into evenings and weekends to make this possible. Those who brave the weather, even in a pandemic, to bring this to life. People made this possible. Our engineers, technicians, our product managers, customer experience team, marketing, and project managers. A huge, huge thank you. Some of you are in the room, so thank you. And for joining us today, thank you for your time. To enjoy the remainder of this event.
Thank you, Eswar. So with all that was presented today, we recognize that GTT is surely on its way to becoming the 21st century customer-centric organization that will continue to lead Guyana into the future of innovation and technology. And remember, GTT is first in fiber. So moving into our second segment for this morning, I would like to open the floor to Jasmine Harris, who will be moderating the question and answer segment for the members of the media.
All right, good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today. We will be moving into our questions and answers. So we will allow one question and one follow-up so that we can allow more people to get their questions in. Is that okay? All right, thank you so much. So first question goes to Dennis.
Good morning, Dennis Cabral, Namarawi of Top Radio. I've heard all of the additional upgrades you're offering for the internet service, but could you tell us exactly what GT&T had to do to make this possible? Was it new plans, new equipment, whatever, and how this investment really will pay off in the future?
Go ahead. Isra will take that.
Okay. Thank you for that. There's quite some interesting stories. The fiber infrastructure remains. What had to be done was upgrades in our core network internally. There was some increasing speeds, obviously, at each of the areas. So we had to upgrade some of our cabinets. We had to upload some additional cards, make the capacity greater. We had to do, first of all, before doing any of that, we had to do a major audit of all the cabinets and infrastructure across Guyana. That was no easy task. And one of the grueling work I was talking about was that audit. So we had technicians and engineers in the evening running generator just to get power so we can get this done at night and minimize disruption to people during the day. That didn't sit well for many people, obviously, because we were out there generating noise, no pun intended. So of course they got accosted in some cases, but they continued to shift some of the hours during the day where possible. There was a lot of work, a lot of sweat, and we took our time to do this. We didn't rush it. We took our time to do this launch day to make sure that we got all the things in places and ensure that that upgrade was done before we come to it. So hold on.
Because in addition to that, in terms of bringing fiber to new areas, they have to pull fiber, as it's called. So we have to put new fiber on poles. We're rapidly rolling out kilometers and kilometers of fiber. And so engineers are, you'll see them out and about working on bringing that fiber. And then where it's a new area completely, we have to obviously put the whole infrastructure in. The other thing that we've also had to do is upgrade our subsea transmission links to the internet. So Guyana's connected to the internet through other countries under the sea, obviously. And we had to do some upgrades to make sure we've got enough bandwidth for all the extra traffic that will now flow from these feeding systems. And that's significant investment to do.
Thank you, Isra. And Damien, is there a follow-up there?
Yes, and did you have to do any upgrades on your redundancy system to ensure that you, of course, do not have any failures whenever there's a problem with the cable either domestically or in relation to other countries?
Yeah, wherever we have a single point of failure, as it's called in the industry, we try our very best to have a
a redundant or resilient system. Unfortunately, sometimes, just due to various things, it's not always 100% possible. So I'll never promise you that everything is resilient, but in the design of what we do on everything new, we try our best to have full resilience. Where we haven't got full resilience, we have very, very strict protocols about how we will deal with an incident. Yeah. Unfortunately, we did experience an incident in the summer, which was due to a lightning strike. You'll recall there was a few hours where it went off the service during that. I can't remember which day it was. It was sometime in the first half of August. Yeah. And there was an example of where it wasn't possible to have a standby system for the piece of kit that went off, and we were hit by a lightning strike. We apologise for the service disruption, but it was one of those things. The guys in that circumstance followed very strict protocols to get the system back up and operating within hours. Yeah, and they performed heroic, quite frankly, the engineers. But there was nothing else we could have engineered to have avoided that almost unique thing that happened actually in my experience. I've had one lightning strike before in 25 years that did as much damage as that one.
Nazima? Thank you. Nazima Raghaber, Prime News. Do you consider this one of the features of the most touted liberalization? And one of your competitors recently launched out Turbo. Even if you do this today, what assurances do you have for those customers in those areas that are underconnected?
So thank you for that. First question was our response to Turbo. So I want to address that specifically in terms of talking about plans at this point of what we want to do. I will say, as I pointed out, we are going to be rolling out fiber across Guyana. There are areas that we've already earmarked and are aiming to get to 50% of the whole within the coming years. Very key. Sorry, I missed the second question. And well, I'll say competition makes everyone better. It isn't the case that we're doing this because of liberalization, but I will say that competition is good. Competition pushes us to do our best, and competition is going to continue to push GTT as well, up our game wherever we can. Right? So, is it because of liberalization? Probably. Would we have done it as well? Probably as well. Right? Because customers are demanding, and you have to respond.
All right.
Can I just overlay on the Equator and other rural, more rural areas of Guyana? I publicly said that we continue to look at all rural areas and for opportunities to bring new services to those areas. We will explore them. We are exploring new technologies that could be useful for those areas, and I've been in recent conversations with some new technology providers that are very exciting. I've also called for the industry and the government to cooperate on access to rural areas. The government has made a very good first step here. Through the liberalisation process, there was an announcement of a universal service fund, which lots of other countries have, which aims to subsidise the connectivity that will be required to make that happen. And when the rules are clear on how that can be accessed, and I commit from the seat I'm sat in as the premier telecommunications provider in Guyana, that we will play our full part to cooperate with the other actors in the industry and the government to work as fast as possible on bringing service to those other areas. Almost all other markets where this is a challenge, because it happens everywhere else, believe it or not, it does require a universal service fund of some description. It usually requires some form of cooperation between the industry actors, and it does require usually some form of public-private partnership to deliver what's required. And I stand ready to play our full and leading part in that initiative as it unfolds.
Thank you, Richard Damien, for that. Gordon.
Gordon Mosley, News Source. I know you said it's going to be essentially replacing the Blaze service. In terms of the upgrades, what is the rollout like going to be for that? A Blaze customer in East Rhineville, so how soon can they expect the severe upgrade? That's one. And secondly, you might have lost some customers over the past year with a big demand for internet. So what do you intend to do to bring those folks back into the GTT fold with the new service?
Thanks for asking that. Orton. So great news is no one needs to do anything. All Blaze customers have already been upgraded to the new GTT Fibre plan. So that's done. No one needs to do anything. On the second one, if somebody customers
We will downgrade them if they want. People ring us up.
Yeah. So obviously there's a whole bunch of other fees now, so they can do so much more with it. So we hope you won't downgrade, but really enjoy the in terms of the customers we've lost along the way, we will be working to get them back. We have plans already later this year. Plans have already started now. We're doing it in twofold. One, we want to get as much customers off of DSL and onto GTT Fibre. It's truly a greater experience. Trust me, you won't regret it. Fiber, of course, is next level technology, whereas copper and DSL is not. So where fiber isn't available in the areas, our first approach right now has been aggressively trying to get people off DSL so they can enjoy GTT Fibre. On those we've lost along the way on Blaze, I do apologize to you. I know that we had some issues along the way. Billing sometimes wasn't right. Speed sometimes fluctuated as we worked through the thing. Like I said, we took our time with this one. We made sure we got our ducks in a row. So we will be going back. We have a street sales team that's going knocking on doors, door to door in communities, new communities and doors we've missed to get those customers back on. So we will be trying to catch them back. And I do apologize for any reason to do that.
Any addition from you there, Damien?
I just reiterate something I said earlier. Under my leadership, GTT judges by our actions, not our words. And for those of you who've had previous bad experiences, before our new, our new start here with our new promises, and we will be working very hard to win you back. And this product, this GTT Fibre product, which I've been piloting and using at my own residence for a couple of months, is fantastic. I have lived in many, many different countries. I've experienced fibre products in other countries. This is the best fibre and broadband, home broadband product I've experienced. Furthermore, we are further ahead in Guyana than most countries in the region on fibre rollout to the premises because of GTT. And we want to, of course, move fast. We want to we were pioneers here, and so things went wrong. Unfortunately, some things went wrong. Esra and his team and all of the teams in GTT have learned from that. And under my leadership, I commit. I'm not saying we're going to make zero mistakes, because we will, but we're going to try very hard to minimize them. And we're going to be very focused on what the customer needs. And hopefully that promise will bring people back home.
All right. Additionally, there we ask that you test your speeds and please tag GTT. Dennis, let me see if there's one other question from anyone else before I pass it over to you.
Thank you. Your request for more spectrum from the NFMU. I know you're always guarded about your running commentary as you describe it, but just a pointed question: have you gotten the spectrum that you've requested? Secondly, what's your plan for the Essequibo Coast? I see one of your competitors entering there in a very aggressive manner. And thirdly, what is the company's policy about the use of Huawei equipment in light of ongoing and persistent concerns by the United States about espionage and all of that? Okay, so
remember the question. The first one was spectrum.
Yeah.
Spectrum, have you gotten the spectrum?
I'm a very respectful CEO. I've operated and built a reputation in many, many countries in this region. And I don't think it serves any purpose whatsoever for me to give a running commentary on communication ever with Gulf allocated by the government, and we follow the process that the government set. And when that process is at an end and at its conclusion, hopefully we get the spectrum we need, and we can move on with the network. But it wouldn't be building the network, which is our job. But it wouldn't be it would not be anything anywhere else other than to give a running commentary on a process with a government or regulatory authority. It's just not what I do. Governments and operators do, need to cooperate together to kind of bring the vision of ultimately of the government authorities and their policy alive. Yeah, and I absolutely always play my full part in cooperating in the right way, following the rules. So I don't have a specific comment on that, other than we look forward to get spectrum to bring our 4.5G LTE network to life soon. In terms of Essequibo, I'm not going to give you the detail of what we are going to do in Essequibo. We've been watching, obviously, we keep a close eye on what our competitors are doing. I congratulate our competitor on the move they've made to invest in infrastructure in the Essequibo area. It's a brave move, and it's a move that's obviously been welcomed by that community. I have no problem congratulating my competitors, but I stay very focused with my team on what we're doing. And we already had a plan for that region, which is in full swing. And fibre is not the only way of connecting regions like Essequibo. Without going into the details, you will see when we're ready to make our announcements about that region. But it wasn't in reaction to what's happened. We already had a plan. We'd already made our own plan, and we're focused on that, not what our competitors are doing. The third question, Huawei. We have minimized the use of Huawei equipment on our network. We have Ericsson as our main mobile network provider, not Huawei. I believe other operators in Ghana use Huawei. And I don't see that changing anytime soon. Our policy is to minimize the use of Huawei. We obviously can't control what our customers use in terms of their choices of customer handsets, and a lot of our customers have probably chosen Huawei handsets. That's their choice. It is well publicized around the concerns around Huawei, so everybody makes their choice.
Just a quick follow-up. When did you start phasing out the use of the Huawei equipment?
We haven't really proactively phased it out, but we have not purchased Huawei equipment, certainly under my leadership, and to my knowledge, in recent times.
All right. So we're going to share the mic now for any other questions from any other media houses here. If not, thank you so much for your questions. Thanks, Damien and Ishwar, for responding to them, because without you, our media, we cannot get the information out there. So thank you so much to you. I'll pass it right back to Andrea.
Thank you, Jasmine. Ladies and gentlemen, you've heard about fiber, you've heard about our new speeds and low cost, and most importantly, you've heard about our reinforced commitment to reliably connect to our customers and to continue to innovate for all in our country. And it is in that way that fiber will change the game. At this time, I would like to bring down the curtain on our official launch ceremony of GTT Fibre. Thank you very much, Damien and Eswar, for your remarks. Over the next few weeks, you can expect to see and hear a lot about fiber as we roll out this game changer countrywide. I'd like to extend a special thank you to our business leaders for being here with GTT to witness the unveiling of our latest innovation to the nation. Thank you to the technical and product teams for your hard work, doing it so diligently to make this happen. Thank you to the project managers for keeping this on track. Thank you to the marketing team for your excellent work and flair. Thank you to Luther's decorators for pulling off this amazing setup that we have here today. Thank you to the Pegasus Hotel for having us. And thank you to the members of the media for covering this event. On behalf of GTT, I thank you all for joining us as we continue to make history in Guyana. Please join us in the lobby area for some refreshments and feel free to mingle while, of course, observing our COVID-19 guidelines. Thank you all for being here today.